Video lecture on the discipline, building materials. Educational program, construction. Topic: air binders. Hydraulic binders. Lecture plan. -1. General information. -2. Classification of binders. -3. Airborne binders. -4. Hydraulic binders. -5. Fluid and mineral binders. The purpose of the lecture: familiarization of students with the technologies of production of building materials and products using modern information technologies and software products in the field of production. One. General information. Inorganic binders are powdered substances that, when mixed with water or aqueous solutions of salts, form a plastic dough that can eventually turn into a solid stone-like state. 2. Classification of binders. The hardening of inorganic binders occurs as a result of complex physical and chemical processes. Inorganic binders are divided into two large groups: airborne and hydraulic. Air binders, after mixing with water, harden, turn into a stone-like state and retain their strength only in air, in a dry state. Such binders include air lime, gypsum and magnesia binders, soluble glass, etc. Hydraulic binders, after mixing with water, harden and increase their strength in air and water. Hydraulic binders include hydraulic lime, Portland cement and its varieties. Free. Airborne binders. The main characteristic of binders is strength, which is used to evaluate the binder grade. The compressive strength of various binders is in a wide range, from 0.2 MPa for air lime to 60 MPa and more for cements. In addition to strength, the rate of hardening of the binder is taken into account, that is, the rate of strength gain. There are two stages of binder hardening: setting and hardening itself. The moment when the binder's dough begins to thicken and loses its plasticity is called the beginning of setting. All technological operations for the preparation, transportation and placement of the concrete mixture and mortar are performed before setting, while the Massachusetts has not yet lost its plasticity. This is the important practical significance of this indicator. Gypsum in construction is used in the form of a finely ground powder, which is called building gypsum, cost 126.57, and, depending on the quality, is of the first and second grade. Gypsum is obtained from natural gypsum stone, gypsum dihydrate, by firing it at a temperature of 150, 170, no more, until it turns into semi-aqueous gypsum and is ground into a fine powder. Firing of gypsum is carried out in rotating drying drums, in digesters and in suspension. Firing in suspension consists in the fact that the crushed gypsum stone is blown through the pipe and fired by hot flue gases passing through the pipe. The calcined gypsum is then sieved and sent to a warehouse. If gypsum powder is mixed with water, a plastic Massachusetts is formed, which quickly solidifies, increasing in volume by 1. The setting, hardening, of plaster of Paris begins in 3-5 minutes, and the end of setting in 6-30 minutes after being wetted with water. Gypsum is used for the manufacture of dry plaster sheets, partition plates, architectural details, gypsum concrete materials, as well as in solutions for plastering the internal surfaces of walls. Air lime has long been used in construction in masonry and plaster mortars, paints and for the production of other building materials. Lime is divided into quicklime, boiling water, slaked, fluff and lime dough. Limestones, pure with a content of clay impurities, no more than 8, are used as raw materials for obtaining lime. Is a result of burning limestones at a temperature of 1000, 1200, quicklime, lumpy lime, or boiling water is obtained. Limestones are fired in vertical shaft kilns, for of periodic or continuous operation, and for small production volumes, in floor-standing kilns. The disadvantage of gypsum is high water absorption and a decrease in strength at the same time. The setting of gypsum, hardening, should begin no earlier than 4 minutes from the beginning of mixing the dough, and end no earlier than 6 minutes and no later than 30 minutes. It is impossible to ram or stir the setting water gypsum mixture. Since the gypsum rejuvenates, it loses its astringent properties. The beginning of the setting of the gypsum can be delayed by adding also about 20 lime paste and mixing the gypsum with hot water. Figure 4 Determination of the normal density of the gypsum test. A. The device before testing. B. Determination of the diameter of the cake. Figure 5 Big device. 1 rod, 2 frame, 3 needle, 4 cup, 5 glass. Four. Hydraulic binders. Hydraulic binders. More complex in composition than air substances. After mixing with water, they are able to set, harden, maintain and increase their strength not only in air, but also in water. Do not contain complex minerals formed during the firing of carbonate rocks or artificial mixtures, silicates, aluminates, calcium ferrites. Do not contain complex minerals formed during the firing of carbonate rocks or artificial mixtures, silicates, aluminates, calcium ferrites. Explosive production process. Crushing of raw materials to particles of approximately the same size. Thorough mixing of the mixture to obtain a homogeneous composition. Firing raw materials at high temperatures. Such lime is obtained by roasting in shaft furnaces before sintering, 900, 1100, of marly limestones containing 6, 20 clay and fine sandy impurities. Margelli is a rock, transitional from limestone to clay. Marl is a finely dispersed mixture of sedimentary origin. It consists of 20, 50 clay sandy substances and 50, 80 caco. The resulting lime is ground and used in powder form or quenched into fluff. Hydraulic lime begins to harden in air in the first 7 days, and continues to harden and increase its strength in water. Hydraulic lime is rarely used today. It is used for the manufacture of concretes and mortars of low grades, used both in dry and in humid environments, basements and canals, and low-rise construction. Mortars and concretes on hydraulic lime in the first day of hardening must be protected from water, as they are easily washed out. Romancement is a hydraulic binder obtained by fine grinding of limestone and magnesia marls, which have not been fired before sintering, 900 C, containing 25 or more clay. The low basic silicates and calcium aluminates formed during firing impart hydraulic properties to the Roman cement. In normal fired Roman cement there is no free lime or it is contained in a small amount, 2-3. Roman cement is ground, after firing, in ball mills, often together with gypsum, 3-5, and active mineral additives, 10-15. The setting and hardening of Roman cement is due to the hydration of silicates and aluminates formed during firing. Romancement is produced in 3 grades, 25, 50 and 100. It is used for the manufacture of mortars, concrete stones. Hydraulic lime and Roman cement were widely used in the past. However, these materials have now gradually given way to more advanced hydraulic binders and, above all, Portland cement. However, these are used for the manufacture of mortars, wall stones and concretes of low grades, and you can also save energy-intensive and expensive Portland cement.
Портландцемент — это гидравлическое вяжущее вещество, в составе которого преобладает силикаты кальция 70–80%. Это вид цемента наиболее широко применяемый во всех странах. Название получил по имени острова Портленд в Англии, так как по цвету похож на добываемый там природный камень. Основой портландцемента являются силикаты кальция, олит и белит.
Five. Storage of mineral binders. It is necessary to store binders in closed rooms with a concrete or, better, plank floor raised above the ground in separate bins for each type of binder. Gypsum, quicklime and fluff, Portland cement, pozzolan and slag. Portland cements can be stored in bulk in bins or in paper bags. Special and alumina cements must be stored in paper or other closed containers. Magnesia cement should be stored in a sealed container. It is necessary to protect binders from water ingress on them. In addition, they cannot be stored in warehouses for a long time, since they absorb moisture from the air. As a result, their activity decreases, and in some cases they become unusable. Test questions. -1. The concept of hardness, wear resistance and their dimension. -2. Standardization of building materials, the purpose and content of Eurocodes, costs, OSCs, TAS, SNIPs. вяж.в-ва. 1. Алимов Л.А. Воронин. Строительные материалы. Учебник. М. Издательский центр Академия. 2012. 320. -2. Мещеряков Ю.Г. Федоровс. Строительные материалы. Учебник. СПБ. Ноды под С и ПК. 2013. 400 ил. -3. Рыбьев И.А. Строительное материаловедение. Учебное пособие. Вторые АЦ. Исправу. М. Выш. К. 2014. 711.